who got upset with you because your teenage son played his music too loud. You have a knock on your door by someone who says they have to come into your home and do an inspection. Now, if the FBI showed up at your house and said, hey, we hear you're growing pot in your basement, let us in. What do you usually say? What do most people say? Where's your warrant? But you'll let this government agency into your home to make sure that you have enough food, utilities, whatever, and there's no law that says what enough is. Instead, if you get someone who comes from an affluent background, 3 days worth of clean clothes for your children is neglect. If you get someone that was raised like most of us, inner city, 3 days worth of clean clothes is a luxury. And then that person is going to tell you how to raise your children and put you through all kinds of struggle, paid for by the taxpayer, and decimating the black community by shipping their children to affluent white people. They lose their culture, they lose their families for no reason. Now, then you have someone who might need a little help. The electricity is off. They're $400 past due in their electric bill. Well, you know, no air conditioning in the summer and not enough heat in the winter. Instead of paying the $400 electric bill, getting it turned back on, we take the 3 children out of the home, pay up to about $600 per child per month in foster care, traumatize the child. They're no longer with their friends in the neighborhood. They're no longer in their home church. They're no longer seeing grandma and grandpa, because grandma and grandpa, by the way, usually can't go to visitation down at Children's Services. They're ripped away from everything they know. They're traumatized. Because we, the taxpayer, are paying $600 per child per month for up to 2 years, instead of paying $400, turning the electric on, and putting the family through a budgeting program and getting them hooked up with what they need. Now, is there a place for severely abused and neglected children? You bet. But children are 5 to 7 times more likely to be abused in foster care than in their own homes.
I know that's right.
Okay?
Yep.
The rape and abuse of children in foster homes is unreal, and it's all hidden. Oh, and by the way, did I tell you? You paid for it.
Yep.
So, right here at the first table, behind the judge, if you wish to talk to me about your rights with Children's Services or getting your kids home, let me know. Ohio Family Rights has 2 branches. I've just told you what mine is as the co-chair. The other half is private custody matters. I'm going to have my co-chair, Ray Lautenschlager, come up and take the rest of the time talking to you about that aspect of Ohio Family Rights.